Rejuvenate, restore, refresh, and heal. At Fantuzzo Acupuncture, we seek to help achieve effective health and wellness in an elegant spa-like atmosphere. Fantuzzo Acupuncture specializes in traditional acupuncture, cosmetic anti-aging acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, CBD topical creams, and more. Approach healthcare holistically. Visit FantuzzoAcupuncture.com to book online today. FantuzzoAcupuncture.com.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.
That's right. It's Taylor 500 help, getting your home safe and ready for winter. Of course, call Taylor now for their Plumbing Safety Essentials Plus plan and save $100 on a Bradford White water heater and get free diagnostic fees and no overtime charges. Since 1947, Taylor Heating and Plumbing and Bradford White have been the most reliable source for all your plumbing and heating needs. With same-day service and upfront pricing, you can be assured that help is on the way. And that's Taylor 500 help. They do it all: duct cleaning, air conditioning, heating, plumbing, home energy, and comprehensive maintenance plans. So give them a buzz if you need Taylor Heating and Plumbing at Taylor 500 help. Precision Lawn and Garden, Rochester's lawn specialist since 1969, providing Rochester and the surrounding areas professional sales, service, and parts. They offer it all: Cub Cadet, Toro, errands, in-stock models, sale models, chainsaws, snow blowers, blowers. Precision Lawn and Garden is in Webster. You want to go see my friends Kimberly and Justin for all of your needs. That's Precision Lawn and Garden in Webster. And if you want your driveway looking nice, and who doesn't, Express Sealers. Nothing makes your curb appeal look nicer than a freshly sealed driveway. It always looks amazing. Call Express Sealers, 645-2010. That's 645-2010, Express Sealers.
Live from the We the People broadcast studios in partly cloudy 72-degree Irondequoit, New York. She's no one-trick pony. Here's our surface girl, Kimberly Ray.
Hey, that's me. It's all about, I'm just surface. That's all. I am not a one-trick pony. I can do. We were having a conversation. You know what? We probably should do a podcast about all the things we talk about when we're not doing the podcast. That is actually more entertaining than doing the podcast. As Tom's like, oh, no, you can't talk about that. I'm like, I'm on a podcast. I should be able to talk about
it's your
anything.
show, Kimberly. You can talk about whatever you want.
Okay, so here's the thing. By the way,
hold on to your straps.
Welcome to Kimberly's Revolution and the We the People Podcast Network. I'm Kimberly, of course. This is just Tom, and Austin is here.
Hello.
Austin is here. And where's Austin? There he is.
Right.
Always, there's Austin. So, we want to thank our sponsors. Please support our sponsors. They support us: Precision Lawn and Garden, Express Sealers, Fantuzzo's Acupuncture, and Taylor Heating and Cooling at Taylor 500 Help. And thank Fitz from Rockbox Productions. So there's just,
All right, hang on a second. Let me get my seatbelt on, Kimberly.
Okay. So, no, I mean, it's just, I'm on one of those text groups, and I didn't ask to be in the text group. And quite frankly, I hate text groups. So there's a text group that has all these people.
Oh, boy.
Tom and Chad and Shannon and Matt and Jeremy and another Matt and Shannon Joy and Christina Higley, whatever the three were. I don't even know. All nice people.
Very nice people.
Let me just say.
We love you all.
All nice people. All of them. I like all of them. I think sometimes they're just narrow in
tunnel vision.
Their thought processes. They only see this topic in front of them, and they see nothing else of the great big world of topics out there. Right? There's a lot to talk about. So I text the group and say, "Hey, is anyone going to the rally in DC
over
the weekend?
Road trip.
Yeah, say 18th, right? Saturday." And of course, Shannon says it's a trick. Stay out of Washington, DC. Don't go.
Right.
And then someone else says, yes, Kimberly, if you want to make a difference, start local. Be local. Generate local protests and rallies.
Well, that makes sense, right?
This from the girl that moved out of the freaking state because she didn't want to deal with the state or Rochester anymore.
Now.
And I'm like, and I wanted to text that so bad, but my husband wouldn't let me. I'm like, wait a
Smart
minute.
man. Thanks, Rich.
This coming from the girl who just moved her ass to Florida because she couldn't take the heat in Rochester, couldn't fight where real fighting needs to be done.
That's not why she moved.
Okay. Because why did she move then?
Because she likes warmer weather.
Okay. All right. That'll have my Anyway, it hurts my head sometimes. It really,
Not everybody's a surface girl like you, Kimberly.
And so I said to Tom, hence the one trick pony. I said, some of these people are like one trick ponies.
Mask.
They only have one thing they can talk about. Two, maybe vaccinations.
Vaccine and masks.
And I'm like, gee, the mask mamas. Don't tell me to start local. I'm still here.
20 years.
Babe, I've been here. I'm not going anywhere. But I just simply asked the question, anybody going next? And I thought I'd hear from Chad. I didn't get a text from Chad. I didn't get a text from you.
Oh, I don't text. I'm not going anywhere.
Austin, I didn't get a text from you that you were going to Insurrection Part 2.
I wasn't invited. No one invites me to anything. I'm not part of any group text.
So I don't know.
Are we going to do a picnic with a cooler? I'd go then. But I'm not going to be real mobile. I'm going to be lawn chair, picnic basket, cooler.
Anyway, it irritated
when
me.
Antifa starts running around, they're going to have to jump over the top of me.
It irritated me. We are going to have a picnic.
Yes.
It is not an insurrection. It is actually a party for the We the People Podcast Network and the anniversary of Kimberly's Revolution, which our first podcast was on September 24th. And we are having a little party.
Sure.
And we're having the party here at 530 Titus Avenue. It's a Friday. It starts at 5. We're doing a podcast that Friday starting at 4.
A year in review.
Yeah, year in review. You can come in and sit with us if you kind of want to come in. And I don't know how many people are coming, but if you want to get here early for the podcast at 4, you're welcome. If you just want to come at 5 and, participate in the hot dog eating and the nice, refreshing cold beverages, then we welcome you. We welcome everyone, even if you don't agree with us all the time. We want you to come. We want to see who our fellow patriots are. It's going to be a good time. September 24th. And I think, did we put an invite up on Facebook and stuff?
We have. I've been told that hot dogs are way too cheesy.
Who said that?
People that have more power than me and my family.
Lori,
Yeah.
your grandbaby girl.
I didn't say that.
Hot dogs aren't cheesy. They're easy and it feeds people. And I
Right.
think all of a sudden, then we start in with all this other stuff and it gets too complicated and
catering.
it gets too expensive. All you need with a hot dog is a napkin and
a
some
bag of
mustard
chips.
and chips, and that's it. And if you're telling me, oh, Kimberly, you need ketchup, we don't approve of ketchup on hot dogs here at Kimberly's Revolution. You're either a mustard and
We're anti-ketchup.
come on. Only crazy people only sociopaths and psychopaths put ketchup on their hot dog.
Really?
Delicious. I love ketchup on a hot dog. I might be both of those things.
Kimberly, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's a hot dog.
It's something between two pieces of bread.
Yeah, but it's a hot. No, you put a lot of things between two pieces of bread.
All right.
So September 24th, make plans, mark it on your calendar. We want to see
Sure do.
in all of your patriot glory.
I'll wear my sport jacket.
Someone says there's a freedom rally. Where was that? Rochester, New York Freedom Rally, Monday, 601 Elmwood Avenue.
Today.
Bring signs and noisemakers. 600 people are expected
That's
to be
local.
there. Is that because of the mandate that goes into effect September 27th?
Probably.
If you don't have a vaccination and you're a Rochester regional healthcare worker, you will lose your job.
You get whacked.
Let me tell you how that's working out in one particular hospital in upstate New York, where they have had to shut down their maternity ward. Yeah, because that's not a problem. Upstate New York Hospital. I've never heard of this town. It's called Lowville General Hospital. It's Lewis County General Hospital in Lowville, which is in Lewis County, I would guess, said during a news conference over the weekend that 7 of their 30 hospital workers who resigned were from the hospital's maternity ward. So it will pause in the delivery of babies because of all the resignations and not enough maternity ward nurses. Now, if you don't think that that's going to be an issue come September 27th, I've got news for a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of that going on. Babies are still going to come into this world, whether there's nurses or not. They've got to have people on staff that can deliver those babies.
Right.
But you're going to see a lot of hospitals with this issue. Workers were objecting to the September 27th deadline to receive the first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, according to the Watertown Daily. I guess Lewis County is up in that direction.
Yeah, somewhere north. Great White North.
Yeah. So that's 7 of the 30 hospital workers who resigned. 7. So there was 7 from the maternity ward, but 30 overall that said, screw you. I don't know a lot of places that could lose 30 employees and be all right.
Yeah, especially in that region where you
30
think,
hospital workers are just I need a job, right? But
Mhm.
they're not going to hire me because I don't know how to deliver a baby.
Sure you do.
I don't know anything about
You'll
healthcare.
figure it out, right?
You can't exactly hire people off the street for that. You've got
Isn't it
to
kind
have
of like being a catcher?
Yeah. You've got to have people with some knowledge of the healthcare system. This isn't like, hey, we're just going to have a job fair like Dollar General did. Did you see the job fair over at Dollar General
I
across the
did.
street?
Yeah.
Freaking line was down the sidewalk. Of course, they're lining up for the job fair now. Do you know why?
The money's running out.
The bennies ran out, man.
Right.
Everyone needs a job. Everyone needs a job now. So, they're all like, you can't just say, hey, come on down and we'll give you a job. We're looking for 30 people in the healthcare industry. And they'll ask you got any healthcare experience? Nope. But I could really use that $80,000 a year paycheck.
Sure.
Right?
How hard could it be?
So again, the Lewis County General Hospital in Lowville, New York, had to shut down their maternity ward because they don't have enough nurses in the maternity wing to cover the babies being born. It's east and north of Syracuse. Thank you, Ron. Ron knows everything.
Well, you would think that region would be more, I guess, Trump friendly, right? So they
don't
would
know.
be more anti-vaccine.
They say that 165 hospital employees, or 27% of the facility's
Well, that sounds
workforce,
about right.
have yet to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
Can they withstand 165 people saying sayonara on September 27th?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
That's the
I don't think
rule.
Rochester
The rule
Regional-
of thumb I'm getting is about a third of all the employees.
I
in
don't
the
think
healthcare
Rochester
industry.
Regional is going to be able to handle that at all.
Well, Adam Bellows says they can.
Okay. Is Adam Bello going to go over and do operations and change people's wounds and
I'm sure.
pop, bones
I'm
back
sure
into
he's
place?
played that game when he was a kid. Where you got to get out those little
Operation?
tweezers.
Okay. Can I just say
And you
something?
get out you just take the tweezer and you jam it right in the middle of the heart and you pull it out. It's
I wouldn't
easy.
know. I didn't get that game.
You didn't get Operation?
I didn't get Operation. Now,
The funny bone?
people,
and
I know.
the heart?
I
and
didn't get any of that.
Deprived. What'd you do? Play with clothespins?
Go play in the traffic, Kimmy, that kind of thing. Right.
Right.
Someone's saying something. Hold on. It's about support. What is it?
Wow,
We
that's
are-
a lot. That's a lot of reading.
Jennifer says we're organizing a We Stand with Ellie rally. Is that
Eli,
what-
I think.
Eli, and could use some support. Can you share this flyer? I don't see a flyer.
Well, you just did.
I don't know. Anyway, if you guys want to take part in that, you are more than welcome. I don't know what it's all about, but yeah. So that is the situation. If you think that our hospitals can withstand a third of the staff saying, see ya, then have at it.
Right.
I started off today going to a funeral, and I think a lot of people thought that I was just making this story up, that a friend of mine died of COVID. He was fully vaccinated. He did not have any comorbidity. He wasn't a sick guy. He was a healthy guy. He was a bear of a man. I loved him. I've probably known him for 15 years, and just one of the best guys you could ever meet. And I attended his funeral today, and there it is. That's a picture walking out outside of the funeral, not the funeral home, but the church where they held the service. So they had, he was an Air Force vet. He was a Vietnam vet. He was a former Monroe County Sheriff deputy. He was a help truck guy. He was a volunteer fireman. All of his years, he's always been of service to fellow humans. That's all Dave was ever about. Happiest guy you could ever meet.
Yeah,
Happiest guy.
Only the good die young, right?
Right. And so they had his funeral today. It was a tough morning. It was not the way I wanted to start my Monday morning, but I had to give tribute to my friend because he was a good guy. And listen, the vaccination isn't the great savior.
Doesn't appear to be.
That people think it is. I support you if you want to go get the vaccination. I don't have anything against it. But this man was vaccinated and he got COVID on a Monday. And by Saturday, he was dead. By Saturday, he was dead.
Who knows?
I don't even know what to say about that. A guy that wasn't, obese or, he didn't have any kind of lung disease or heart disease or he was a healthy dude.
He must have had something. Doesn't know it.
He was strong. You would be able to see him out on the side of 390, and I always saw him in the help truck. The last time I saw him, he was in the help truck, and I go up real slow beside him, and I'm waving at him. Of course, I
kind of like from the movie Bridesmaids. Did you cover your breasts and go by?
But I had Dave over for many Thanksgivings and Easters, and he was a good guy, and he's going to be missed. And I'm sure his family is very proud of the outpouring of support and for people showed up today. It's always good when it shows how much you're loved when you have a big turnout for a funeral like that. So anyway, we're thinking of
rest in peace. Thank you for your service.
There is the governor.
We got one of those
in Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Who I think could be the next president of the United States of America. Right. And that is Governor Ron DeSantis from Florida, who is basically, because, they're trying to do the same thing in Florida as they are doing here, basically without any fight from people that are just going, oh, yeah, it's a mandate. We got to do it. No. A mandate is not a law, right? A mandate is not a law. People cannot tell you how to go about your health care. That is your deal.
They can make you miserable, though, apparently.
They can make you miserable, but Governor DeSantis in Florida is having none of it. And he says this is what's going to happen to any government agency that mandates the vaccine. Here's Governor DeSantis.
Session, SB 2006, that did a lot of different things. It prevented private businesses from requiring proof of vaccination to just do normal things like go to a movie or go to a restaurant, vaccine passports. But that also applied to government agencies. And so if a government agency in the state of Florida forces a vaccine as a condition to employment, that violates Florida law. And you will face...
Wait for it.
And you will face a $5,000 fine for every single violation. And so if you look at places here in Alachua County, like the city of Gainesville, that's millions and millions of dollars potentially in fines. Orange County, many, many more than that. At the end of the day, look, we did a lot in Florida.
There you go.
So the government is fining the government?
He will fine any government agency $5,000 if they make any kind of mandate. Bravo. Bravo. You want to get the vaccine? Get it. You don't want to get it? Don't get it. Easy peasy. Kind of like the flu shot, right? You want it? Go get it. You don't want it? Don't go get it. No harm, no foul. And again, I hope this guy runs for president. He will win if he runs for president.
Well,
I think the next, when is it, 2024?
Will he win, or will he win but not win? Or
I don't know. I don't.
Where what
You know,
truck?
I don't know. I don't
what
know
truck
anything.
are the votes coming out of?
I don't. I can
How are those
guarantee-
machines doing?
I can
They're
guarantee
already
nothing.
saying out in the recall election for Governor Newsom in California that they're already coming up with ways to
screw up the
to seal it for the Democrats.
yeah.
You know, the Republicans in certain Republican strongholds south of Los Angeles are finding out that they already voted when they show up to vote.
How'd that happen?
It's only the Republicans.
That never happens,
No,
Tom.
that doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, nothing to
Stop
see here.
talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything is fair and square.
Sure it is.
Nobody ever cheats. Ever.
No. It's the honor system.
You never cheated on a test. You don't cheat on your wife. You're not going to cheat the voters out of the rightful, winning spot.
Elections have consequences. That's why you got to cheat to win.
Yeah. So, now we have the consequences of
We do.
gas prices, of a poorly mismanaged Afghanistan.
Yep.
And I did see, and you're a numbers guy, you're a money guy, right? The Federal Reserve,
Sometimes.
the Federal Reserve now sees inflation at
Yes.
5.2% in 1 year. If you've been to
Year over
Wegmans,
year.
if you've been to Wegmans or Tops, you're going to notice, holy shitballs, what am I buying that's costing me as much money as the groceries are costing you every week? Now, for me, I try not to go to Wegmans more than once a week. But we went Saturday and spent $98, went back Sunday and spent another $226. I don't know what we bought.
I don't have a clue anymore. Lori orders it on the app, and I drive up and I open my hatchback and they put it in.
The Federal Reserve
I don't know how it works.
now sees inflation at 5.2% in 1 year, and a 4% increase in the next 3 years.
Yeah, they're still saying it's temporary.
Large expected price, obviously everything's going up. Prices are going up. Food, rent, medical costs, everything is going up. And again, if you've been to the grocery store and you can't figure out, holy Jesus, and if you've been definitely to get gas, I mean, gas was at $3.36.
Yeah, it was $2.19 when the pandemic started at the local speedway.
Who was
$2.19
president then?
Teddy Roosevelt. I don't know. What year is this?
Good old Teddy Roosevelt.
What year is this?
1912.
Who knows?
So-
Seems like about 9 years have gone by.
Oh my God. And shortages. Yes. Okay. So I am looking, my mom likes puffs with the lotion in it.
Those orange little cheese snacks?
No,
with
not
the,
those puffs. Those are delicious.
Oh, okay.
I like those. No, tissue, Kleenex basically, but we don't get Kleenex brand. We get
puffs.
We get puffs, and she likes the puffs with the lotion because it doesn't.
Do you get the 27 pack at Costco, or do you
no?
just get
Because I
the
like
one?
certain colors for the bathroom.
You pick out the colors.
Yes,
Like
it has to
like
match the
peanut
bathroom.
M&Ms. Do you choose your peanut M&Ms when you eat them?
Yeah, they're all just delicious. I don't pay attention to that. But seriously, I mean, there's nothing on the shelves, guys. For certain products, there's nothing on the shelves. And cat food. What in the holy hell? Who's eating all the cat food? I know there's a lot of cats. Who's eating all the cat food?
I don't know.
They're not.
First I've heard of that.
Never in my life of being a cat owner have I gone to the cat food aisle and had just nothing but bare shelves. This is what socialism is doing to this country.
Even like the Wegmans.
Yes.
Even the Meow Mix. I mean, nobody eats Meow Mix,
I'm
right?
talking the canned.
The good stuff.
I can't be the only one that's Patriots.
The fancy
right?
feast.
Yes. The fancy feast, which is in a little bitty can.
That costs like $8.
My husband, he gets so mad at me. He gets so mad at me because he goes, the cats eat better than we do. They get 2 cans a day. I have 3 cats. I got to split it up. And they won't eat like the pate. It's got to be a certain kind of cat
Do you
food.
warm it up in the microwave?
Cat owners, no, it comes in a can. You know what happens when you put cans in your microwave?
No, you take it out of the can.
No, I
and
don't
then
do that.
warm it up.
I don't do that. But that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I've never done that. You don't have cats.
We used to.
Oh, you used to? Yeah. So Top's dog food aisle is generally empty. So I go to Pet Supplies Plus or PetSmart.
Yep.
So are you saying that we have no food in the grocery stores under capitalism? I'm confused. Yeah, you're certainly, I said socialist. You know, this is where we are. You shut everything down. The supply chains are now non-existent and we don't have food in the stores.
Yep.
Just like they don't have food in the stores, you know, back in the day in Russia, where if you don't get out early enough, you're not getting anything. Go to the store, Pete, and look at the shelves. I've never in my life been down a cat food aisle with no freaking cans of cat food. Ever.
Okay.
Ever.
Let me see if I can summarize this.
Okay.
You really didn't give a crap until the cat food was gone. That's
the toilet paper.
That's where you drew the line. You didn't say anything about toilet paper.
Well,
you drew the line
yeah.
on cat food.
Yeah. Pisses me off.
All right. Cat food. Got it.
Okay, cat food and Jimmy Dean sausage and cheese and egg biscuits that my mother likes. They're loaded with sodium, but she's 88 years old, and who am I to tell her that she can't have the Jimmy Dean sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits? You can't find them. You can't find the Jimmy Dean. They're just not, I don't know. There's like it's crazy the things that aren't on the shelves.
So people get
Am I
there.
right? Am I right
People
here,
get
Austin?
there.
Am I right?
People get there at 4:00 in the morning and wait in line to get the Jimmy Dean sausage.
I
when
don't
it comes
know.
on.
Mary Lou says, I hear you, Kimberly, on cans. I see Chihuahua food. What? My Chihuahuas eat the same thing as the big dog eats. But did you ever go shopping, or does your mom do that?
What? I do my shopping.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
I'm just asking the question. I don't know.
You go to Wegmans,
Millennial.
Austin?
Yeah, I've been to Wegmans. I'm a Hagedorn's guy myself.
I'm
nice.
just saying. Okay,
Yeah.
Pete's gonna piss me off. Kimberly is just saying things that she has heard. Yeah, that's it. Just like someone accused me of lying about my friend Dave's death because I wanted to politicize COVID. You know, and that's just the thing. People's deaths should not be politicized over one thing or another. And when the person last week on Twitter said that I just made up the story about my friend Dave's death, that really ticked me off because, again, things like that shouldn't be politicized.
No.
Food on shelves shouldn't be fucking politicized. And I'm not just making up shit
Are
that I've
there
heard.
plenty of lottery tickets there?
Pete, I'm not. Lottery tickets? Yes.
There's plenty of those.
Plenty of. But here's the thing. New York hasn't been paying on the lottery winners.
They haven't?
They've had to wait to get their money. Like if you win $1 million or if you win $500,000, you have to wait.
Oh, I didn't know
because
that.
which just tells me
The check's in the mail?
that you know, on those lottery tickets, what do they have? Like one winner?
I don't know.
One winner in a state. You can't find Grandma Brown's baked beans. Yeah, they're awful though. I've never liked those. I'm not a baked bean girl.
This show has a lot of information that you don't need, people.
Lottery tickets are low in sodium. They're really good when you dip them in the cat food, right? That gravy and the fancy.
Well, I
feast.
thought you were going to go with, as the price of food gets increasing, that somehow people are going to start eating cat food, and that's why there's none left.
Well, you know, I don't know.
Don't eat the cat food, people.
Don't eat.
Save it for the cats.
Don't. Yeah. So, I back to the rally that's happening on Saturday. Is anyone going to that? Is it a trick? I mean,
Can't you watch these rallies on TV?
My husband said he won't go with me. I've never been to a rally or a protest in my life. And he said, we're not about to start now.
Can we bring lawn chairs and a cooler? I'll go with you if we can do
will.
that.
It's like we can tailgate.
Yeah.
Like for the Chiefs and the Bills games.
If we can make it football game, I'm going.
How about my Chiefs?
Oh, you got lucky. Tyreek Hill bailed you out.
Whatever. Really?
That dude can ball. That dude can ball. Kelsey and Hill, they can ball.
The Bengals brought their A game.
The Bengals?
I'm sorry, the Browns. I get the Ohio team. So
Bengals, Browns.
The Browns brought their A game and couldn't defeat the Chiefs.
Wow, they couldn't hang on for 60 minutes.
At all.
Yeah.
They did not, which I thought was interesting. So you've probably seen this on social media. There's a lot of stuff on social media that's true and a lot of things that are on social media that are just fake. And it's like back in the day with newspapers. Don't believe everything you read in the newspaper and don't believe everything you see online.
And don't believe everything you watch on Kimberly's Revolution. Either.
Yes, no, that I'm not lying to people. I don't lie.
We just don't know Betty better.
I'm a lot of things, but I'm certainly not a liar. Cleveland pulled the Bills. Oh, poor Bills.
Are there any fact checkers for Kimberly's Revolution?
Yeah, I think it's YouTube when they cancel us out and take our show off. So Clark Hunt is the owner. The Hunt family.
What?
The Hunt
Does he have
family
a brother, Mike?
are the owner. Stop it. Really?
Okay.
So the Hunt family owns the Kansas City Chiefs. They are the original owners going back to the day of Ralph Wilson. You know, they had all the teams, back in the early 60s, and they came up with the Chiefs and the Bills and Ralph Wilson and all these guys, rich millionaires, billionaires. Then they had all these teams. And so Clark Hunt's father owned the Chiefs. He is now the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs. And he put out a memo, and it went viral online, on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever. Do we have that there, Austin? Clark Hunt with the Kansas City Chiefs about the standing. Yeah. So basically it says Mr. Hunt called a meeting with all his coaches, players, and field staff and firmly told them, you are all simply paid performers on a stage, and that field is my stage. You will stand with your hand over your heart with respect when our country's national anthem is being played, or you will no longer be a Kansas City Chief, a coach for the Kansas City Chiefs, or have any association with the Chiefs organization. I will immediately fire you, no matter who you are, and you can make political statements off the field, but when you're employed by the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm signing your check, I demand that you make our fans proud and not embarrass them. And I thought, that is fantastic. So I had tweeted that, and someone said, hey, do you know it really didn't happen? So I did some fact checking on my own. He did not meet with the coaches, the field staff, the players, yada, yada. But he did put out a memo that stated, you will stand for the national anthem, which I thought was fantastic.
Don't you
I
already?
He made it he didn't say he was going to fire them. He didn't say he was going, whatever, if you didn't behave. He just simply said, as a member of the Kansas City Chiefs organization, in whatever, stance you have, you will respect the national anthem.
But before you say something like that, don't you kind of already know the answer? I mean, if Patrick Mahomes was going to kneel, I think he'd be like, Pat, can we talk about this? Can you come into my office? Do you really think this is a good idea?
Well, I don't know.
Right.
But,
in other words, he already knew the answer before he made that statement.
So this particular version did not happen, but there was a real version that did happen. It just wasn't worded like that. So sometimes things have a little semblance of truth. You got to do a little digging for the truth, and you will find the truth. What?
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. How about those Bills?
They got beat up.
They did.
The defensive line from the Pittsburgh Steelers beat them up. So we got to go back to work. I say we, because I'm an offensive line coach, but we got to go back to work. We got to fix some things. I think they'll be fine.
Last Thursday night, did you watch the Thursday night game?
I watched a lot of football. Probably shouldn't have, but I did.
Did you know that there was a Black national anthem that was played before?
I heard about it, yeah.
The NFL game on Thursday night, Tampa Bay and whoever they played. I don't know who they played. But I didn't watch a Thursday night football game. But they played a Black national anthem. And it's interesting because I mean, we've always been taught that separate but equal was not a good thing, right? You don't want separate but equal. That doesn't lead to anything good, right? Separate but equal schools, separate but equal bathroom. No, separate but equal water fountains. I mean, do we have to go there? That's never been a good thing. Separate but equal national anthems is equally bad.
Well, like Kimberly Ray says, there's one anthem and there's one flag.
There's one anthem and there's one flag. And that one national anthem covers all people, race, creed, color, whatever. One national anthem. Shame on the NFL for playing the black national anthem. I mean, are we just, so we have the black and the white national anthem? That is a horrible look. That is a horrible look for the National Football League. Whoever thought that that was a great idea should be fired.
Well, I liked
Should
what
be
they
fired.
did before the Bills game. I don't know if it was just that network or if the NFL did it through the whole league, but they had the young woman who was a child of a man, I guess, who died in the towers on 9/11. And she sang the national anthem. And I think it was,
I did see that.
And I think that was with all the network games.
Yeah, I
and
think
they
I did see
didn't,
that.
they didn't show any of the players or anything that
They
happened at the
just showed the
stadium.
footage of
So
of
if you
9/11.
if you happen to go to the stadium and heard the national anthem, I don't even know if they did anything different there.
My daughter went
because
to the
they
game yesterday.
They didn't show it on the network.
No. I thought that was nice. though.
Yeah, I did
thought
too.
that was a great tribute. Speaking of that, we want to make sure that you support our sponsors. They support Kimberly's Revolution and the We the People podcast network so that we're able to do our show here. So please support our sponsors, Fantuzzo's Acupuncture, Taylor Heating and Cooling. It's Taylor 500 Help. Even though we don't really need air conditioning today in Rochester, New York.
Still on.
We have it.
It's on.
We
It's
have
running.
it. It's always nice when you have it. Taylor 500 Help. Precision Lawn and Garden, which is in Webster. You make sure you get your snow blowers going. They've got them. They can service them. You can go buy one if you don't have a shovel.
Next week.
Next week it's going to start snowing.
The polar vortex is coming.
And of course, Express Sealers. So please support our sponsors as they make sure that we can do this podcast, and we are grateful for them. So there is a guy. He goes to Washington University, which is in St. Louis, Missouri. And he basically
Washington University's in St. Louis.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is St. Louis University in Washington?
Washington University is in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, I believe you.
And I think it's a private college, if I'm not mistaken.
Obviously, they don't know where they live.
And there was an organization that put 2,977 flags on Mud Field ahead of the 20th anniversary of the attacks. And there's a guy.
Sounds like a nice gesture.
His name is Fidel Akalani. And you could see Fidel Akalani going through where they had put the flags in the ground.
What did he do?
Collected them and put them in trash bags.
Ugh.
I think we have the video.
Fidel.
There he is. Outside wearing a mask, by
Maybe
the way.
he just needed some flags.
Outside wearing a mask.
Who are you? Okay.
I think he got caught red-handed.
Weird when some random person just walks up and photographs you.
First off, pull up your pants. Second, and nobody
Is that
wants to see
later in the story?
Nobody wants to see that. Yeah, I got that story.
We got
about the
that
pants
story
coming up.
later?
Yeah, I didn't know pants are racist, but apparently they are. Yeah, so old Fidel there is, and I don't know where Fidel's from. I don't know if he's first generation American born, but he looks well fed. He's going to Washington University, which I think is probably $40,000 to $50,000 a year. But the memorial for the 9/11 victims, he said, was a violation of the school's policy. He believed. He said the display was in violation of school rules and made him uncomfortable. He was also apparently, swearing later on. You only see a part of that video. But basically, he said that 9/11 victims deserve better than to be used by a political tool. I don't think putting flags in honor of those victims was political at all. But some people have weird thoughts about things.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could have just stood by and allowed him to do that. But you can't touch the guy or you call police and you'll be arrested. Right? You can't do it. You can't beat he really needed to just have the hell beat out of him. But you can't do that because you're the one that will go to jail. He's stealing the flags that they put in honor of the victims of 9/11, taking them in trash bags and taking them to the dumpster.
Mhm.
But if you touch him or try to take the bags that he's stealing of flags, you're the one that's going to jail. See how twisted everything has
I
become?
thought we got rid of those plastic bags. Where did he find them?
Not well, only in New York.
Oh, is that just
Listen,
here?
I am constantly amazed that when I go down south or when I go
They're
home,
everywhere. Huh?
go home to Missouri. One, they don't recycle anything. The glass goes in with the paper and the regular trash, and nothing is,
That's like fancy like at Applebee's.
nothing is taken. Nothing is taken. You got the paper here, you got the glass here, you got the cans. Then you got, but yeah,
Okay.
they don't do any of that down south or in my home state of Missouri. And they still have plastic bags, which is nice.
I miss the plastic bag.
You never know what you miss.
Hey, we're saving the planet. It's a good thing.
Sure. You know what? The one good thing is you don't see them hanging in the trees anymore. But what you do see now are masks lying everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. You don't see plastic bags anymore. We've replaced them with the mask that somehow, did it blow off your face and you just didn't want to pick it up? I'm not sure why masks are all over the ground. Do people just say to hell with it and rip it off and throw it on that's littering. I don't wear a mask, but I don't think you should take it off and throw it on the ground and leave it it just looks
It's disgusting.
bad.
Yeah.
It does. It looks bad. Dr. Anthony Fauci is expressing his support that says, basically he's pushing the Biden administration to say you can't fly if you're not vaxxed. He is saying, I would support that if you want to get on a plane and travel with other people, that anytime anyone flies, you should be vaccinated.
I thought that's why we're wearing the masks. Guess not, huh?
Well, I also thought that we were supposed to get the vaccination because then you wouldn't get COVID.
Right.
But now everyone
But
I
now,
know
vaccinated people,
who's vaccinated,
they transmit COVID.
look at our congressman.
Non-vaccinated people transmit COVID. Looks like everybody just, doesn't matter.
It's science.
We all got to get it.
Congressman Morelli,
Yeah.
vaccinated. Guess what?
Oh.
He has COVID.
Wow.
Our congressman who says get the vaccination and you won't get COVID
Mm-hmm.
or something to that effect. Or maybe,
I hope he's okay.
I'm sure he's fine. You know why I'm sure he's fine?
Because 99.7% of the people are fine.
Exactly. But I love this because the Democrats have one rule for themselves and a rule for everyone else.
And then there's the rule for Kimberly.
And none of them shall ever meet. Can we show the picture of the Democrats? Not one wearing a mask. Not one of them. Not Hochul, not Pelosi. None of there they are. You see anybody wearing a mask, sir? Speaker Pelosi, Kathy Hochul, other Democrats seen in New York City without masks on. Yeah. Hypocrites. Completely.
Sure looks like it.
You are going to lose your job if you work for a company that requires you to be vaccinated and wear a mask. But these people can gather in circles and on planes, like the Democrats in Texas, and they have one set of rules for themselves and other rules for me, you, and everyone we know. They don't have to wear a mask. They don't have to, but we do.
Well, they just don't know the camera's running there.
That's exactly right. They're a bunch of hypocrites. They are a bunch of hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was interesting. I did see something yesterday that I thought was kind of interesting, and you had mentioned the little tribute with the national anthem.
Oh yeah,
that you got to saw before the game started.
Yes,
yesterday that was kind of a 9/11 tribute, which 9/11 was Saturday, the 20th anniversary of 9/11. I have never seen this footage. It is rare footage that just happened to be captured at the time that the first plane flew into the World Trade Center.
Okay.
And I've never seen this video anywhere. And it's my understanding that there were two guys filming a documentary, I think about the police department in New York City. At least one battalion of a police department in New York City. and they happened to be out on the street filming something when one of the firefighters, you hear a plane. They obviously see it. They're like, wow, that's really low. And then they realize, and then the camera follows it. I'm going to show you the video. I've never seen this.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
It was 8:46 in the morning. And then we heard a plane come over. And in Manhattan, you don't hear planes too often, especially loud ones.
Hear it? They're looking.
Oh, shit!
I've never seen that. Yeah. I mean, how crazy is that?
It's definitely a 5 on the holy shit meter.
Right, right.
That's how we rank roller coasters, by the way.
The holy shit meter.
Yeah, that when you get to the top of the roller coaster, when you get on,
Yeah.
how many times do you say holy F or holy S? By the time you're at the end of the roller coaster, that's how we rank it.
So
the best I've ever been on was 3.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if any of our, watchers and listeners, Kimberly's Revolution podcast, have seen that, but yeah, there were 2 French brothers making the documentary about the New York Fire Department. Yep, exactly. Ron says Nancy Pelosi needs a mask all the time. What do you call it? I know this is very insensitive. A 2-bagger. You put the bag over the face. A 2-bagger. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll leave that one alone.
Yeah. So, and there's a high school. I think it's East Lake High School in Washington State.
Okay.
They were going to have, and they have football games on the weekends, on Fridays and Saturdays, and they were going to do a tribute to 9/11 on Friday, and the tribute was canceled at the last minute because the students were planning to wear red, white, and blue on game day. And
what are the school colors? Do we know?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
There's a school right there.
Yeah.
It's East Lake High School in Sammamish, Washington. They canceled the 9/11 memorial because some people were bothered by wearing red, white, and blue as a tribute at the high school football game. They felt that it was offensive wearing red, white, and blue. They were triggered by it. What in the hell is going on? Why? It's bad when you ask yourself that every single day. What the hell is going on? How are you triggered by a flag in the ground that was meant as a tribute for the victims? Like we saw the guy picking up all the flags and putting them in garbage bags. Because he was offended by the flags.
No, he's the hero, the guy picking up the flags.
And then you have a high school that cancels their memorial and wear red, white, and blue because some people are triggered by it. Is that the craziest thing ever?
Yeah, when I wear my red, white, and blue sport coat, I always get a lot of compliments with that. Well, it's only at Holly Lobby or Chick-fil-A, but pretty much I get a lot of compliments at that.
I don't know. I find it just sad where we are.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know.
And you keep saying, well, this isn't going to get any worse. And
it seems to get worse every day. You see some kind of craziness, but I will say I kind of laughed at this because we know Antifa is crazy, right? And their stronghold is really
right.
For the Pacific Northwest.
Where are you going with this one, Kimberly?
The Pacific Northwest is a stronghold for Antifa. It's
Portland, Oregon.
But there was an Antifa rally in Los Angeles. They're moving south out of Washington. They've done enough damage in Portland, Oregon. They feel like they have to spread out.
Yeah, okay.
So Antifa went down to Los Angeles and they ran into some of the Los Angeles Police Department. And
how'd that work out?
Kind of got what was coming to them. I kind of laughed. I chuckled a little bit. Can we watch the video?
Ooh.
It's a rubber bullet. Oh, the drama.
That's gotta hurt.
The drama.
That's gotta hurt.
Oh. a rubber bullet.
That's going to leave a mark.
Whatever.
It's a rubber bullet. It fires out of the gun.
Yeah,
at the speed of a bullet.
Well, yeah, it can't be any worse than it cannot be any worse.
Wham! Right in the chest.
Austin.
I think it would knock me on my ass.
have you ever been hit by a paintball? Same thing.
No. That's a paintball is.
It hurts.
Oh, a paintball hurts, sure, but it's not a solid like. Punching you in the chest.
If you can go out,
I think I would cry.
If you, then you're a. Thank you, Austin. Then you're a puss, just like she was. And by the way, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, right? If you're going to taunt the police, they're going to fire.
Can we see that again?
I loved it. Her little Antifa ass went down on her knees. I think that's hilarious.
Was that like a pump action shotgun? What was that?
You get what you get. You get what you get. Don't be a puss.
Yeah, it's a BB gun. My brother used to shoot me with his BB gun all the time.
You get what you get. Oh, poor Antifa girl. I don't feel a damn bit sorry for her. Listen, if you go to these things and you start marching forward to the police, they're going to shoot you with rubber bullets, right?
Did your older brothers ever shoot you with their BB gun?
Yes.
My brother used to shoot me in the ass with his all the time.
It
hurt. They
used to light Roman candles, and I kid you not. I was now you know why I'm the way I am.
All right.
Because they used to shoot, but that's
Today's like movie day. We got anything else?
I thought that was really funny. I mean, is it just me? Maybe it's just like the really mean, crazy part of me that finds that humorous.
It's because you're a mean girl, Kimberly.
I find that, and then Austin's like, "Ooh, that would hurt." I'm like, "Bullshit."
Look, I'm not defending the protest. I don't know anything about it, or anything about that. I don't know any of the context. All I'm saying is a rubber bullet to the chest would probably knock you on your ass.
Nah.
So your favorite character in Mean Girls is Gretchen?
Yeah. Who goes on to become a lacrosse player, which I thought was kind of funny. Hey,
Right.
I did not know, and Tom, I think you ought to have some of these. I think you ought to have.
Uh-oh. What did I do now?
You ought to have some of the Balenciaga sweats.
Oh.
I did not know that
I could pull this off.
I did not know that pants could be racist, but apparently they are. They're designed by a prominent Russian or Spanish fashion brand, Balenciaga, and they're $1,190 for sweats. That's what I said, for sweatpants that have boxers sewn into them so you can look gangsta.
Right.
You know how the guys wear their jeans and they've got let's just show the picture.
All right.
Prisoners. This feels racist.
That used to sag their pants.
This feels very racist, guys. Balenciaga.
So.
Kai. They have woven the boxers inside the trouser. Kai.
I don't even know what language is speaking, but anyway, they're saying the pants are racist. That the fashion brand for $1,190. By the way, Austin, your next.
Oh yeah,
your next $1 billion idea is right there.
Yeah, I have to let you guys know this is my last episode. I'm going to Goodwill, getting a bunch of sweatpants and boxers,
like $2.
and I should absolutely
$2.
Spending an afternoon sewing those together.
You can send them. You can sell them down in the city on Norton, on North Clinton, or wherever.
Just sell them on
Look,
Amazon.
I'll go a little cheaper than them. $500 a pop for you.
Wow,
half off.
Wow.
For you guys out there, half off.
That's it. You can get these, and you can look gangsta like everyone else. Pants aren't racist. People are racist. Pants aren't. Someone had an idea.
Yeah.
And they're selling sweats for $1,000. That is the crime.
The idiot is the one that buys them.
Yes, that's the crime.
Right.
Is that they're actually selling these for $1,000. Not just $1,000, but $1,190.
Yeah. How do they come up with that
Can we
number?
see that again? Can we see that picture again? I don't know. But again, if you go to Goodwill and you buy $2 sweats and get some boxers and sew them in, you're rich.
This feels racist.
That used to sag their pants.
This feels very racist,
It
guys.
is,
Balenciaga.
so.
Kai. They have woven the boxers inside the trouser. Kai.
They got new shorts.
What language is that?
They have new shorts with underwear sewn into them. I got to get a couple pairs of those.
I can see you wearing jeans with your, wearing the jeans baggy with your underwear showing.
Why not?
That's a good look for you, Tom. I think
got
you
it.
should, Austin.
I could pull off anything.
Seriously, go down to Goodwill, and maybe we should, when we get our website up
I
and
am
running.
wearing my new Trump shirt today.
Everyone on the show needs a pair of those.
Right.
Yeah. Let's get it going.
I'm
Let's do a
wearing
group picture.
I'm wearing my new Trump national shirt I got for my birthday from my son. He bought it when he went golfing there.
Fun.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
I think it might be the best present I ever got.
Critics say that the fashion brand is gentrifying a style made famous by the hip hop culture.
If you want to spend $1,100 on a pair of pants, go for it.
Can I just tell you that there is a
sucker born every day.
Well, and so I follow on Facebook this group called Smush Face Persians, and Smush Face Persian because I'm a cat girl. And so this one kitty, and they're out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. One of the kitties just had babies, and there's one left.
Uh-oh.
And it's $2,800.
And it's coming to your household?
Oh, no. My husband said, you are not even looking at a $2,800 cat, are you? Please tell me you're not looking at a $2,800 cat. And I said, of course I'm not looking at a $2,800 cat. She's so pretty, though. She's a calico, little smush face. I need another cat. I only have 3. I feel like I need a 4th.
Don't they have them out at Lollipop Farm for $60?
Probably. I don't. Kimberly, didn't you run down the street and get hit with paintballs on the radio? Yes. Back in the day when I was working in Kansas City at Young Country Q104, it was a stunt for Friday morning footballs that we had out at a restaurant. It was like they were called Red Fridays, and so I got to get hit by paintball. Yeah, so it stings a little, but I'm not dropping down to my knees like that Antifa girl. You know, you got to man up.
There's a difference between a rubber bullet and a paintball.
You got to man up. I mean, if you're going to go out and protest for Antifa, you better not be a pussy. All right, well, come on now.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? You won me over. Get back up, Antifa girl. What are you doing?
Get back up. Exactly.
She obviously forgot her umbrella.
We had a lot of stuff to get. I still haven't gotten to all my stuff today. We'll save it for tomorrow.
All right.
Do we have Tom's take?
We
for
do.
Today?
I've got something for our friend John H.
Oh, you do? John H. Is he watching today? I don't even know.
I don't know. He will at some point. Do you know that fitter people that are more fit? I came up with this like 30 years ago. Okay. And there was a study that just came out. People that are more fit drink more alcohol.
I don't believe that.
Really? No, it's true. People that exercise a lot also drink more alcohol. Now, they say that these were people 20 to 86 years old, 45.9 years was their average age. And they were in top competition physical shape.
Really?
And they said, here's the only part of the study, though, that if you are a light drinker, you drink 3 or fewer drinks a week.
I'm a light drinker. I mean,
a week? I thought it was a day for you.
I don't drink every day. I do not drink every day. I drank yesterday. But I got to stop drinking.
Okay.
My hangovers are brutal.
A moderate drinker would be 7 drinks a week. And a moderate drinker in men would be 14 drinks a week. And anything more than 7 or 14 is heavy drinker.
Well, you're a heavy drinker.
I don't know if I am. I just,
you drink every day.
Yeah, but 14, that would be like, I only drink once a week, but that's like 14 and so maybe, it depends on, how it works. But anyways, I came up with this like 30 years ago. And it says that the conclusion of the story was, if you do something good, you reward yourself with something bad. I called that the break-even method like 30 years ago.
Of course.
It's the break-even method.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no big deal.
So you work out to stop the effects of all the alcohol.
Right. You're just hoping to break even.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I think, and I keep saying this, I just need to stop drinking. I mean, I had a bottle of wine yesterday.
A whole bottle?
The whole bottle. Okay.
Was it one of the small bottles or was it one of the bigger bottles?
It was like a regular wine bottle. But here's the thing, though.
Right.
You can only really get 4 glasses of wine out of a bottle.
Well, 4 of your glasses of wine.
Well, I don't know what you mean by that.
If you pour smaller glasses, you get more glasses.
I don't know.
You don't use those water goblets, do you, to drink wine with?
Well, you have different
use
glasses.
a little flute or a little,
Okay, no, the flute.
the champagne,
that's
but
champagne.
the little wine glass.
Red goes in a smaller. I drink white, so you have the taller.
Well, there you go. You drink white, so you can drink more.
Yeah, I don't know, but I need to stop.
All right.
Go ahead.
Electricity prices in England have doubled in the last
I don't
month
live in England. Why do we care?
because the wind stopped blowing and they don't have any natural gas and the wind stopped blowing. And because they wanted to meet their carbon emission footprint by 2050, they got rid of natural gas.
Oh, boy.
And now the wind stopped blowing.
Oh, it's like electric cars when you're stuck in traffic in Rochester because there's, 24 inches of snow on the ground and you're stuck on 390 in a traffic jam. How long's that electric car going to last you? That's just my question.
Two more here.
All right, two more.
Climate change update for Monday. The BBC had a report. Wait till you hear this one.
Okay.
Talk about whacking your brain across your head, whatever that means.
What?
Cold Arctic warming.
Did you just say? Whacking your brain across
your brain across your head.
I think he might have whacked his brain across.
No,
his
it's called a concussion inside your brain.
Okay.
Whacking your brain.
Okay, Tom.
They're talking about warmer, the Arctic's warming, right? That's the whole thing of global warming. But now they're saying that the warming Arctic is what's leading to colder winters in the United States.
Follow the science. Follow the science, Tom.
So what if the Arctic's warmer and then it's warmer here, it's climate change.
Yeah.
But now if the Arctic's warmer and it's colder here, it's climate change.
Yes. Don't try to understand it.
Okay, forget that. And last, they did an article Sunday. It was on TV Sunday about President Trump, and we talked about this. He said that you leave all this equipment in Afghanistan, and now the Chinese and the Russians are there, and
the Chinese are taking over.
They're gonna reverse technology, all of our military secrets.
Yeah.
And they're going to learn everything we know because we left all our stuff there.
Yes.
And then the Pentagon had a rebuttal to that saying, well, we left all the planes, but we disabled them. So they can't do anything with them.
They don't have to. All they have to do is take them apart.
And it really wasn't $85 billion worth of stuff. That's not the right amount. We didn't leave that much there. They also said that they left no Apache. They left no Apache helicopters behind, even though we saw one flying over.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it at all.
And the news said, and this is the part that made me laugh, the news said that Trump made these claims without providing any evidence.
Okay. We saw the evidence.
Yeah.
We saw the evidence in the warehouses at Bagram Air Force Base. But nonetheless, don't believe what you see. Just believe what the government tells you, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
So the break-even method is real.
Fantastic. All right.
And I'm all in for it.
That is going to do it for Kimberly's Revolution. We appreciate our sponsors. Please go see our sponsors, Fantuzzo's Acupuncture, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Precision Lawn and Garden in Webster, and of course, Express Sealers. We thank Austin for being here today. Austin was here.
Welcome. Programming note, real quick.
Programming. Oh, who's on today after us?
Jose Pio.
Yes, Jose.
He's normally on Mondays at 4.
Yes.
And Jose had such a great time last Wednesday night at 8 that he wants to do his show at Wednesday at 8.
Okay.
So from now on,
Monday at 4.
Jose will not be in today at 4.
Okay.
But set your reminders for Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, prime time for Political Correcting with Jose Pio.
All right.
And later today, we're not sure when he will be here, but Marcus will be here at some point later today.
Okay. Very good. All right. That's going to do it for Kimberly's Revolution in the We the People podcast studios. Again, we're having a big party September 24th. It's a Friday, starts at 5 o'clock here at 530 Titus Ave in Irondequoit. We hope you guys can come out and see us. Just make a note. Love to see all your bright, shiny, pretty faces. So just write it down, September 24th.
Follow us on Facebook.
Yes.
Both Kimberly's Revolution.
Yeah.
And the We the People Podcast Network. go and subscribe to our YouTube channels.
Please.
The YouTube channel
Please.
is We the People Podcast Network. You have to type it all out.
Type it all out.
And then Kimberly's Revolution, YouTube channel.
Okay.
So we're posting. I've been posting all the old shows.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's watching them. I've been watching them. Watching Austin. Do you ever watch any of the shows, Austin?
Of course
Of
I
course
do.
he
I
does.
only watch the We the People Podcast Network.
All right.
All right. And as we always say,
God bless. Be kind to others.
Rejuvenate, restore, refresh, and heal. At Fantuzzo Acupuncture, we seek to help achieve effective health and wellness in an elegant spa-like atmosphere. Fantuzzo Acupuncture specializes in traditional acupuncture, cosmetic anti-aging acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, CBD topical creams, and more. Approach healthcare holistically. Visit FantuzzoAcupuncture.com to book online today. FantuzzoAcupuncture.com.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.